Welcome back to our YouTube channel. I got my sous chef here. Today we're gonna make fried avocado tacos. We're gonna start off with making a breadcrumb for the tacos because I'm gonna be making a batter with flour and water in this bowl, and then I'm gonna be making, this is where the breadcrumbs are gonna go, and I'm gonna have a station where I'm gonna batter, breadcrumb, and then on here, and then we're gonna, I've thought about baking it or deep frying, but I decided on shallow frying. So this is a piece of sourdough bread that's a little bit old. Totally fine to eat, but we're just gonna whiz that up. And that's it, you got breadcrumbs, as easy as that. They're a little bit wet because it's fresh bread, obviously. They're not like dehydrated like store-bought, but if you want them to be a bit drier, you can just roast them in a pan or in the oven or whatnot. Okay, and then over here, I'm going to make the batter, which is gonna be kind of pretty much a freestyle of flour and water. I was going to do something else, but I don't have oat milk, so I'm gonna be making it up as I go. You're gonna do about a quarter cup of flour to start. We're only doing 2 avocados, and these are pretty small, so don't want to go too crazy. And then it's going to be pretty thin because you want it to coat everything and not like drip flour in the oil. And then this is just nutritional yeast. This is actually a spoon. And we're just going to combine that till it's like a nice kind of thin crepe batter here. That's looking pretty good to me. And then I'm going to go back over here and we're going to prep these avocados. This time of year you can normally find pretty good avocados, but I don't know. These just look kind of small. This was a bag. Bought one of those bags. I find that every time you buy the bag of avocados, it's often all the small ones. And then we're going to carefully take the core out. I'll show you 2 ways to do that. The first way is you just go like that, but sometimes this happens where the core kind of crumbles. The other way to do it, which is a lot safer, is you cut around the core just like you just did. Twist, and then you can easily kind of pinch that out. Okay, so now that we have these, I'm actually not going to slice these too thin because I want them to hold up in the taco. So I'm going to slice these quarters into 8s. Again, if we had bigger avocados, you could obviously make bigger wedges, but we use what we have here. You're left with some nice wedges of avocado. Gonna bring it over to the dredging station. I was just eating a watermelon on this cutting board and I'm too tired to clean it, so that's what this is. Okay, now we're in the dredging station here. Let's get set up. So we're gonna go into the batter mixture, and you just want a light batter on these. You can even like knock them on the side for the batter to fall off. But be careful because the avocado will break. And then into the breadcrumb mixture. And don't be afraid to like push on the avocado and really work that breadcrumb in because you don't want it to fall off. And then you're left with a nice little breaded avocado. I like to like stick my thumb in like where the core was so you get like more of a shape to it. Pop that on. Rinse and repeat, baby. Here's the avocados. I have some left over here because we forgot we're giving sous chef his first avocado tonight. So kept some for him. He's not gonna eat it all, but he likes to play around. And then all the breadcrumbs are breaded here. I mean, the avocado is breaded. And we can get going on the fry station. So I'm gonna heat this up. Like low and slow, like a 5 out of 15. We're gonna put a couple big tablespoons of olive oil in. It's probably about 1/4 cup of olive oil. And we're just gonna shallow fry these. So what that means is it'll only be like kind of this much olive oil in the pan. So it'll be like kind of just cooking one layer as opposed to deep frying where you fully submerge whatever you're cooking in oil. And as that heats up, we can get going on the slaw. It's just gonna be a really simple lime juice slaw. Because the avocado is quite heavy. So this is gonna be just nice and light. I also have some cashew sour cream from a previous meal. So we're gonna go ahead and dig into that as well. If you want the recipe, let me know in the comments below. And then this is my mandolin of choice. I've had this for a long time. I like it because it has this kickstand, and it has these different sliding scale here that makes the blade wider. It also has these teeth things, so if you want to do like matchstick fries or whatever, it's pretty good. But you can also readjust to make it smaller than the numbers on here. I like to go like 1 millimeter for a lot of the raw veg that I prep. It also comes with this guard, which is very important, but very awkward to use. You want to be very careful with the mandolin. You want to be making sure that your thumb and all your fingers are well away from that blade. Because I'm not really, moving my hand too fast, but I promise you one little slip up and you'll cut your fingers. And when it gets too dangerous, just stop. It's okay to leave a little bit behind. And just to show you what the guard does, basically, when you push down, these teeth bite in, and you just so I'm keeping this hand like this with my thumb behind my fingers, not creeping forward. A lot of people have a tendency to keep their thumb like this because it's a pretty normal position, and that really thumb has a tendency just to go like this without you really aware of what's happening, and that's how you slice your thumb. And then I also have my knife guiding on my middle finger knuckle. So the speed at which I move my non-knife holding hand determines the thickness of the cuts. So if I move my hand really quickly, it'll be quite a large slice. But if I move it really thinly, it'll be a thin slice like this. And there's the cabbage. I'm gonna get a bowl here. I like to use a bigger bowl than you think because you never know. And cabbage likes a big pinch of salt. And I like to massage even if I was doing like a mayo-based slaw, I like to massage the salt in first. If you ever made sauerkraut or kimchi, or really any kind of cooking, you'll know that salt leaches a lot of moisture and helps to break down the fibers in the veg. So doing this first really takes that kind of bite out of cabbage that a lot of people don't like. So it's really looking already quite limp, which is what I want. And then I'm gonna slice this lime up. Lime juice. Just gonna get the sous chef here his toy. If you can see, this is an IKEA toy that we got him when he was like a month old. He loves it. He just kicks it at this stage, but when he was younger, he would lie on his back and kind of try and grab it. Even when we first got it, he was so small that he couldn't even reach this with his hand. We have jalapeno. And I'm just gonna pick some leaves off here. Optionally, you could add this into the slaw, which would be nice, but I'm gonna be topping the tacos with the cilantro. These are for the barbecue, but that's all we got. So I'm not gonna actually use those tongs at first because once it cooks, it will firm up on the one side and be a little bit easier to maneuver. So I'm just carefully placing these in the oil, making sure to obviously not touch the oil because it's very hot. And also being aware to not drop the avocados like from here because the oil is hot and it will splatter. And that's how you get burned. So I'm just very carefully placing them in the oil new to the kitchen, then you can either bake these in the oven. That would be really good at like pretty high heat, like 425. Okay, because these are just avocados, you really just need to cook the breadcrumb batter mixture to get crispy coating. So they don't take very long at all. Today I'm going to be using these corn tortillas, these white corn. I find corn tortillas you really got to warm up. And we're going to get this pan ripping hot. Like a 12 out of 15. And I'm going to get my tortilla warmer. I'll be right back. Of these avocados here. And then we have the pan properly preheated, and I'm going to cook these tortillas on a dry pan. And then I'm going to put the cooked avocados. I'm going to keep the oven on keep warm. And we're going to pop the avocados in there because these will all cook at a different time. See, that only took like a second, and you got a little bit of scoring there, which is what we like. Or a little bit of color, I mean. And then I have my tortilla warmer. Basically just a thing of Tupperware, but it says tortillas on it, so I gotta use it. And you'll notice after they're warmed, they're so much more pliable than compared to this little piece of cardboard. You keep them in there to keep the heat in. And then in here we have some peach habanero salsa. If you want the recipe, let me know. We got some cashew cream, we got the slaw. It's shaping up to be a pretty good weeknight for us. If this is smoking like this and it scares you, don't worry, just turn the fan on. It's only smoking because it's getting so hot, but you need that heat to really melt the tortillas and warm them up properly. Look at that sear. The one downside about making your own breadcrumbs like this is that you're not going to get that even distribution because of the sourdough. It's like such a big, you're going to get larger, more uneven clumps because I didn't take the crust off or anything like that. But it's all good. It's free. You're probably going to throw that extra piece of bread out anyways because it was going to go stale or whatnot, so this is just easier for everyone. Okay, so I'm gonna prep one up just to show you here. We got our nice warm charred tortilla. I'm gonna hit it with a base of this cashew cream. Spread that on real nice. Realistically, I was thinking 3, but realistically 2 pieces of avocado. And we're gonna hit it with some slaw. And this sauce is pretty spicy, so just a dollop. And a couple jalapenos. And a couple things of cilantro. And wow, how much should you pay for that at a restaurant? This is my crispy avocado taco with lime, slaw, mango habanero, salsa, cilantro, cashew cream, and avocado. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know if I should get a haircut or not. I'm on the fence. It's really at that awkward stage. This camera's left a mark on my forehead. But thanks so much for tuning in and sticking along with me as we cook with my sous chef.